Tom McGee here, coming to you from Orange County National. Wanted to go through some different ideas with chipping, get you to think a little bit outside the box, a little bit on some pitching stuff, especially if you're having a tough time finding good contact and a good low point. Okay, so when we're looking at low point, there's lots of ways to adjust it. Okay, so if we go through, I'll just show you a couple options. So if I change my chest position at address, obviously like forward and back. A lot of times when people try to change low point, they'll do it by, I'll move my pressure forward and they'll look like this. Okay, so that obviously is going to be a tough one to hit it solid from, because you're probably likely still going to hit behind it. So what I'd recommend is get the chest a little bit forward relative to the ball. But in the motion, if you feel like you have a tough time using your wrist to get good contact, okay, this is another option for you. So you can use your head. There's a lot of great pitchers out there that as they go back, you're going to see them start to drift forward and then they start to stand up as they hit it. Versus if you're having a tough time with low point, there's a chance you might be going this way in the backswing. So we're going a little forward, stand up and hit it. And I'll show you a drill that I like to use with an alignment stick and just a penny, so you get a sense of what it's like to move that low point forward. So we got the shadow here. Half of your head goes forward and stop. Good, and then stand up. I'll just demo here. So I'm set up, pressure's a little bit forward, hitting like a 15-20 yarder here, gonna go slightly forward, stand up and hit it, okay? With this is not too much wrist motion, right? So that I'm doing that. You could obviously still use wrists if you want to, but if we're looking to, picture like a stricker or someone like that, where there's not as much wrist motion, but there's still great contact. So again, I got the ball forward, I sort of shift, and then I stand up as I hit it. And those are nice, high, soft ones. I'll just put one down the line just so you can see where the club is coming from. Okay, now looking from down the line, so if we get in there, so this one I'm going to throw up in the air, so I'm going to use a little bit of my shift motion, right? Let my head drift forward and start to stand up. The other part, I'm going to let the club track a little bit across the ball so I can hit a nice, high, soft one to this downhill, down grain pin. Got the face a bit open, so again, I'm shifting, throwing the ball way up in the air, letting it land soft, and then sort of run down that hill to that pin. So really easy way to think a little bit differently about low point control, creating a little bit more freedom in the pitching motion versus trying to be too static. It can help, and it gives you, again, once you start trusting that the movement is going to create the contact, then you can start to free yourself up and be a bit more creative. Hope that helps. If you need any more help for your game, check out TylerMediaGolf.com.